Good morning, everyone. Today I'm playing along with Ginger over at Ginger's Corner, and we are making embellishments today, and our hop is called Little Scraps Big Impact. You know how I know? Because I have wrote it down. I have such a hard time remembering the name of it because we used to be Scraps to Embellishments. Okay, so and now we're not actually part of swapping, but we can swap if we go over to the trading post, and they do that once a month. Okay, so today I made these, like I didn't have a die for them or anything, so I just had to wing it, but I thought I should be able to make a kite pretty easy, so I made these two. And what I did was I took a paper that looked like it was the right size. I mean, I really just was winging it, and folded it in half, and you want it folded in half anyway, just because it gives you that shape. And I actually took hickory smoke and rubbed on the crease lines, and you could do all the way around too. But you definitely want them on the crease lines because that way it gives the illusion that there's, you know, the sticks underneath there. And I kept thinking about them, and I thought, oh, I'm gonna watercolor some, and I got out the watercolor paper, and it was so stiff. I got it at the Dollar Tree, and maybe, I don't remember watercolor paper being like that. I remember it being a little bit textured, and I don't remember it being so hard. It was like cardboard. So I thought, okay, I'm just gonna find some scraps, which is really what we're supposed to be doing. And so I thought, this is what I was looking for, but I did make other ones too. And actually the spot that I cut this from, I'm not getting a whole bunch of color, but it'll still be pretty. Okay, so the actual size of my paper that I ended up cutting to make this size is, I think it's 2 5/8 if I'm not mistaken. Yep, 2 5/8 by 2. And then when you fold it in half, what I did was I shot for, you want to have a good length to it here, because they seem like they're wide at one part, and then you know, obviously, and it's like I looked up an image of kites, and I cannot tell you how hard it was because it's like, you used to be, you know, you could just type in something and then push a button that said image, and now it's like, download this app so you can do it. It's like, no, I don't want an app. It's so annoying. I don't know, it's like it happened overnight or something. I don't know, it's so weird. Okay, I'm gonna do this, and then I'm gonna crease the other direction, which I really had a hard time folding the one, so I ended up putting on here my board here, and I seen somebody else did this too. I put a line in the middle of this because it made it easier for me not to go off the track. Even if I'm over here, I don't know why, but I would totally go off that track every single time if I didn't have that there. Okay. So even if I'm over here doing it, it's like, I don't know, for some reason just having that one marked, it was enough. Okay, so then I'm gonna crease it that way too. And look at how fast it looks, just like a kite. It's awesome. I love it because I thought, oh, I don't even have a die to do this, and because I'm really spoiled by my dies. I love them. And I can't believe how, you know, it's like I had a Cricut, but it's like I was always having to buy a new mat, and it was just so annoying. And I've heard the new ones aren't quite as fussy as those ones were, but it's like I just got tired of buying mats, and it's like I didn't even feel like I was cutting things out. And I realized I had mine before they had an internet hookup. Okay, so and here's the other sizes I made. And like this one too, this one's the exact same size as this. This is the same size as this. And it is hard. Now this is kind of, it's an Echo Park paper, so it's a little stiffer than the one I just folded. But I really like how you just, you know, you don't need a die. That's what I really liked about it. It's something that was easy. And I thought this is a cute paper for making them. And it was just a scrap of a summer paper, you know. And then these two both need to be creased the other way. So I'm gonna do that real quick. Maybe if I can find that. And seems to me when I went to a card party that they told you to crease it, like if you creased it this way, you actually folded it that way too. So just the opposite, or you know, it's like you're pushing it in, but then you're making it the mountain or whatever. So you're like making a valley, and then you make a mountain. And I think it folds better that way. So there's those. Okay, so I made some of those. And then, and I won't get all these done, but I'm gonna put a string on this one. And I know when I was a kid, when there would be string, which it seemed like maybe they bought it separately, I'm not sure. And then my mom would tie like rags on here. And I don't know if, you know, I don't think it was part of the kits. It seemed like she actually went in the house and got a rag and like a, maybe like a dish towel or something. Because that's what it seemed like. It was like a dish towel. Okay, this one's kind of fraying. It might have been that Easter one from Hobby Lobby. But I just put glue there. I mean, I thought about putting toothpicks on it and everything, but I think it's super cute all by itself and not a whole lot of work. And I probably made it a little longer than what it needed to be. But I think they turned out really cute. And you can see I made enough that even though I'm only gonna have probably 3 made when I quit the video, I'll finish making these, but because I think they're super cute and they'll be cute to use. And I can always, you know, send some off to the trading post to trade. Okay, you just kind of decide where you want to start it. Now this is the one that frays a lot, which I like that for this project because it always looked like little bows the way that they were when they were tied around there. So that would be cute. So get that frays. So I'm gonna do that the rest of the way down. And I was just, you know, taking it out from my rubber band. Now I gotta put that over there. Okay. And I like having 3 or 5 because odd numbers look better. But I did put 4 on the orange one because it looked like it just needed 1 more. I'm gonna do this because I already got it in a knot. I like the watercolor paper, and I just didn't get a very colorful section, but the next time I will. Okay, and I'm gonna fray that. I'm gonna tie a knot in this so it doesn't fray, or I can put glue on it. But I'm just gonna fray this one, or tie this one. And then I'm gonna fray these ones so they look more like the little, look more like little bows. There. So I do have 3 of them, and I'll continue to make the rest. But wouldn't that be so cute on a page? I love it. I'm gonna have to tie my knot up further because it looks too long. But maybe I'll leave it for now and wait until I do a layout. All right, so that's it for today. There will be a link down below that will take you over to our group where you can see everybody that's doing the, what are we called again? Little Scraps, Big Impact. Because I'll tell you, I love seeing a homemade embellishment on a page. It's just, they're just so awesome. So thank you for joining me. Have a wonderful and blessed day, and I'll have close-ups at the end. See you tomorrow. Bye-bye.